Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to
Let's
Wildcat
go.
Week, episode 5.
That's 5. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We are 5 epis into season 2. That's season 2, 5 episodes. 2 times 5 is 10.
2 times 5, 10 equals.
I'm insane at math.
Good math.
Really.
So, yeah, today it was going to be another good podcast. Things happened last week compared to Things happened last week compared to the week before.
Yep.
Where not very many sports happened. We're just going to jump straight into it.
Yeah.
Wait, first of all, how was your fall break? Even though
I
you were
was
still
here.
here.
Hey, we'll talk about it later. Dubs. All right, so going into women's cross country, they, like Donovan and I said last week, for the men's and women's, I'll let Donovan talk about the men's, but they did an A and B team. On the same day, October 7th, one team went to Florida State. I gather there was the A team just because it's a D1. School.
Yeah, top 7.
Yeah, top 7. And then the other B team went to Bethel Invitational. So out of 30 teams, pretty solid for an NAIA team, 11 out of 30. And then the B team was over at Bethel. They came 2nd out of 10. So congratulations to them. Going on, and also the women's cross country team, the rankings just came out. They are ranked 11th. So congratulations to them. Now going on towards women's golf, they are ranked 5th. So they went up in the polls in the latest one. All right. So yeah, there we go. So they played in the Saints Classic over in South Bend. They came in first, like they usually do, 1 of 7. So, I mean, congratulations to them. Let me go to some of the results just for so a girl from Taylor came in first place, but then we had, I know, boo, but she only won by 1 stroke. Faith came in, Faith Eganolf, right? Eganolf? Yeah. She came in 2nd. Our girl, Sydney, the comm major, Sydney, congratulations to her. She came in 3rd. And then we had a girl come in tied for 4th, Braden Odell. Then we got McKenna Hostetler came tied for 12th. Claire Dubois came tied for 12th as well. And that is it for the top 30. That's it for the 36. So congratulations to the girls team for coming in first place and, you know, climbing up, being ranked in top 5 now. Big congrats. You know, we got something in common with the women's tennis team. Little hint for Donnie. Little preview for Donnie boy. All right, now going on to women's soccer. They had themselves also a busy couple days since you guys have last heard of from us. September 28th, the day after we actually recorded last week's episode, they played at Bethel University and they won 1-0. Then they went on Saturday after actually pretty much in the same time frame. As we caught a dub. They caught a dub against the rivals Taylor here at Wildcat Stadium. Sorry, what do they call it? Like the Wildcat Iowa soccer field or something like that. But here in Marion, in Marion, not in Upland, we caught a dub, 2-0 shutout, big old fat shutout. Now going on to this past. My bad. That was last Saturday. Then when we were caught a dub against Concordia, though. And now coming towards this Saturday, they beat Mount Vernon Nazarene University of Ohio, and they beat them 2-1 as well. So Donovan, give me a quick second. I'm gonna go to their season stats. We got to get a quick update. You know, gonna go to individual. Gonna go to offense. All right, so Sarah's still in the lead when it comes to points, but let me go over to games played. G. She is in the lead by 2 now.
Wow.
Yeah, so it's 9-7.
Oh, Mallory.
I know Mallory is slacking. Not really. That's
in a little bit of a slump.
Yeah, that's kind of mean, but anyways, she's not slacking. She has 7 goals.
Yeah, she's still
anyways, so our girl Sarah's in the lead. Mallory, you got to catch up, I guess. Now going to women's swim and dive. Hint. We have at Davenport University. They lost 87-153. Not really sure what any of that at scoring base. We'll hear about that later. Hint. Now going on to they did this in the same day. So they went to Davenport and I guess another part of their team, or it was at Hillsdale College, 95. We lost again, 95-123. So yeah, we'll get a little sneak peek of them.
What was that score?
95-123.
Okay.
But they are ranked currently right now 7th. What?
Nothing. I'll get to it.
Okay. Freak you. Anyways, going on to volleyball, we have Wednesday, September 28th.
You chill.
One of our guests are here. Sorry. On the women's volleyball team played against number 17 Marian University, lost 1-3. Then we went to Spring Arbor, won that 3-0, and then went and lost against Mount Vernon Nazarene 2-3, and then we beat Huntington 3-1. So that's all for me. What about the men's?
All right, so we will lead it off with the men's swim and dive. So the men's swim and dive didn't do too great. They did lose to Davenport University. So that was really what they've had for this past time. Now we're going to move on to men's cross country. And boy, were our dogs barking down there.
Dude, yeah. And they also just got re-ranked, right?
No. Well,
second?
Yeah, so they went down 1
Yeah.
To second in the nation. But at the Florida State Invite, they tied 3rd out of 30 schools. I have it up here somewhere. Hold up. We tied 3rd. The Masters University out in California won. Florida State came in 2nd. And we tied with Embry-Riddle. But we beat LSU. We beat Miami.
We beat what?
Yeah, we beat LSU and we beat Miami.
Yes.
Yeah.
Go Tigers, babe. But go Wildcats.
Go Tigers.
Go Tigers, but go Wildcats.
Yeah, today go Wildcats. But like Eli Fullerton got like 17th place
he's the
overall.
GOAT. He got Conference Player of the Week again. Not surprised.
Yeah, he whenever he has an invite, he just earns Conference Player of the Week.
Dude, it's wild.
But then while the top 7 were down there running their hearts out, the rest of the team went up to the Bethel Invitational, where they took 1st out of 10. Of course, they did. Now we're going to move on to men's soccer. Did you do Bethel?
Yeah.
Okay. So they lost to Bethel University 0-2.
Dang. Bethel's also ranked too. That's tough.
Yes, that was their first ranked opponent they played since they beat number 13 University of Rio Grande out in Ohio 2-1. So they lost this one 0-2 against Bethel. And then they went over to Taylor University this past Saturday. And guess what? Last Saturday they went over to Taylor. They ate up a dub, 2-0, baby. And then just this past Saturday, they tied away at Mount Vernon Nazarene. They've kind of been on a stretch of aways. They've been at Taylor, at Mount Vernon Nazarene, and they will have another one away. So they've just kind of been in the grind of traveling as a team
tumbling
overall.
along, you know.
Absolutely. So now we'll go to the golf team. Let me get there. Okay, hold on. So let's see. Indiana Wesleyan men's golf placed 4th out of 15 teams in the NAIA Memphis shootout. They shot 33 over par. Landon Wainless shot a 71 in the first round, then didn't do too great in the second round. And then Kyle Sanders was the best on the second round, shooting a 72. They shot as a team. Actually, no, Landon Wayless did really good. He went 71, 72, 71. Kyle Sanders, 72, 72, 75. But Landon Wayless was tied 5th. Kyle Sanders was tied 9th. Blake Lefevre was tied 13th. Jack Dykema tied for 40th, and then Max Vischer was 60th place. Yep. Great job for them securing 4th out of 15 schools, and they played 36 holes on the first day too, which is really cool to see. Next, we will go to football. So
we're ranked 5th.
So I'll kind of give my slice. As someone who watched the stream online.
Dude, hey, I do have to mention though, that is a pretty cool live stream Marion's got going for him. That is a pretty sweet.
Cool live stream.
It is a good job.
So we jumped. I mean, you guys jumped out pretty early. Well, first of all, the big news is that you guys went from 7th to 5th.
Yeah.
Marion was 5th in the nation. This final score was 17 to 10.
Good job.
You know, we're not going to talk about some things that you guys could have done better. As a fan's perspective, I felt like you guys, well, the defense just...
Dude, our defense is insane.
They did a marvelous job. Everyone was stepping up when they needed to.
Yep.
You had people...
Defensive player of the week, too, Devin Bacchus. So...
Really?
Yeah, conference defense player of the week. So I mean, yeah. So I mean that just shows how good our defense plays.
And when your defense is able to play like that, you know, I'm sure, obviously I never played quarterback, but I'm sure it's such a weight off of Xander's shoulders. Like, oh, I don't have to go toe to toe with this other quarterback and like throw dimes with him. But quarterback action, both teams' quarterbacks played well. And your guys' defensive line, I mean, Robbie, huge sack at the end of the game.
He really did.
And then that pretty much just put the game away. I do love it whenever we play Marion any sport. Bro, I just feel like it's just a hostile environment.
It really is.
And
no matter whether we're at home or away.
The best was the number 2 for Marion on defense.
Dude, him and Ben Farrell were talking trash.
Bro, he had the back pad and it said gang gang on it in like bubble letters. Dude, it was so funny. Dude, it was just so nice just kind of watching them lose.
Yeah. Now we're in conference, first place in conference, sole first place, 2-0, undefeated. But we do have some tough games coming up. We'll get to that later. But I mean, you know, we're not riding too high, but let's just say, I mean, being a member of the Indiana Wesleyan football team is a very happy place right now. Yeah. But we aren't we're not complacent. Like, we understand obviously, but you know, we've definitely realized we can hang with the top dogs this year and last year. And so we're not saying that we're like, oh, we're these little tiny, you know, underclassmen coming to play these big schools. Like, no, we're not. Like, we're here and we're here to stay. So yeah,
absolutely. And I thought it was, obviously you may have had different, obviously since you're out there playing when it comes to offensive line, but I felt like you guys did a good job up front.
Yeah, we gave up 1 sack and it was on a just a missed read by a receiver.
Yeah.
Don't want to call out anyone, but I mean, it was just one of the receivers ran the wrong route and Xander couldn't throw it away because he was in the pocket, so it had been intentional grounding. So it was probably just smarter to take the sack at that point in time. But it does stink to kind of say our only sack was on something that really wasn't our fault.
Yeah.
But I mean, at the end of the day, we gave up 1 sack on something that wasn't our fault. And I mean, we had 94 rushing yards and like love Xander to death, but like 40 of his passing yards are like shovel passes that, you know, we are downfield blocking for. So I mean, we easily could have had probably like 120, 130. It was the same thing the week before that. We had like 50 rushing yards, but Xander had like the Jacques touchdown for like 70-something yards was the shovel pass.
That was a shovel pass.
Yeah, so it was like 75 yards was Xander's passing yards. That was like kind of a run play. So, but I mean, hey, we don't really care. I mean,
I mean, hey, give the boy those passing yards.
Exactly. Xander's little 2-inch shovel passes.
Bro, I will say definitely like the best hit of the game. I think it was Neil, dude from Marion. Caught it.
Oh, Neil
just
rocked
popped
him. Yeah,
just popped him. And I was like, oh, he caught that, and everyone was like, no, he didn't catch that. I was like, oh.
Yeah. But no, yeah. But I'm. Is that it or?
Yeah,
dude, I'm so ready to get in this interview. I'm really pumped.
Let me just do a once over here of the men's sports.
Yeah.
Just to make sure. Okay,
I think you covered everything.
I mean, the big thing was like we didn't have tennis this week. They're traveling right now to go to their ITAs things, and they didn't have anything this past week. So, Owen, I think we are ready to send it into.
Should we do our first ever like? Oh no, we got to set the camera.
I don't know if the second one's here.
Oh, okay.
I know the first one.
Oh, okay.
We saw the first one.
Yeah, I saw Abby.
And we
got to dang. That'd have been dude. We should do that one time.
We should do that. Yeah,
that'd be fun. And be like everyone guest starring. Oh, and then
yeah. Oh yeah, we can think about doing that.
That'd be good. Maybe episode 6 coming soon.
Maybe episode
coming
6.
to a TV near you.
Coming to the
because like you could YouTube
app.
it on the TV.
That's what my family does.
That's what my family does sometimes too. Dude, it's sick. Our families are goated.
Yeah, they are. Like
Shout out to the Edwards and Natty family.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways.
All right.
Let's set this camera up and get it going.
All right. Let's get straight on into the interview right now. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the interview segment. We tried to have them on last semester, but I just didn't email anybody.
You didn't email anyone. We tried to
that
have.
was on my chest.
Hey, let it. Let's.
Oh, we got.
She,
well,
okay,
hold on.
yeah,
Let me introduce them first.
Oh yeah. Okay.
All right, so we have. You guys are both juniors. No, you're a sophomore, right?
She's a sophomore.
All right, so we have. What's your last name?
Harvey.
All right, so we have
dude.
sophomore Abby, Harvey, and junior Olivia Cummins, right?
Yes.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
Live studio audience. All right, serious.
Yeah.
Abby,
What?
you're on the softball team, aren't you?
I am.
Abby's a dual sport
Yeah.
athlete. Everyone, congratulations, woohoo!
That
All right.
should be where the claps come in.
Yeah.
again,
Okay.
but-
No.
Okay.
Because we have beef with the Olivia,
We do.
I'm sorry. We have beef with the softball team.
Okay.
Donovan, would you like to tell her why?
Yeah.
Let me know.
So last spring, you guys had like some open house day, and like students could come and like hit softballs.
Oh yeah.
And so me and like some other of my guy friends, we went because we just wanted to go have fun, swing some softballs. Well, I started talking to
Swing
Julianne
some
Bell
soft-
because
Swing
I was
some
like,
stuff. Hey, she's my roommate.
listen.
Okay.
So I started talking to her. I'm like, hey, like we're trying to have you guys like on. Me and Owen wasn't there, but I was like, me and one of my friends are trying to have you on the podcast. She goes, that'd be so fun. And so I got her and Danielle Munn to say like, sure, we'll do it. And then, the night before we're supposed to do it, they emailed me, we can't do it. We have a game.
Yeah.
But I was like, no,
Excuse. It was a
And
good-
so
yeah,
then-
they did.
I don't know.
Yeah.
They probably did. And then they're like, oh, let's do it the next weekend. And so then I was like, all right, cool. 2 days before. Actually, they just never responded to that one.
Yeah,
and we had
never.
to scramble, and we got football players in the spring.
Yeah.
And so then, so now we just have beef with you guys.
Now we got beef with the softball team.
Well, to be fair, Julianne,
But we also didn't know you.
Julianne was
so.
a transfer. So.
Oh.
That is true.
Yeah.
That's tough. That's
I
tough.
mean, Danielle Munn was a 6th year, so I don't really know an excuse for
Yeah.
her. But
Yeah.
All right. So we
I
got
feel like
that
if we
out of
would
the
have known
way.
Abby.
Wait, hold
Yeah,
on.
Yeah, it would have been
come on.
Okay, it's on. All right, so we got that out of the way.
Yeah.
though.
All right. Now we're good.
All right, now
No more
now
beef.
over to swimming.
Women's swimming. No,
over
there's still
to
beef.
swimming.
oh.
We gotta
Yeah.
hash it out when we have this softball
So-
team.
Okay.
I don't. Did you have swimming at your high school? Because I did not.
We had men's swimming. They were actually kind of goated. But
So,
I
like-
don't know. I went to an all boys school, so I didn't.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was just the men's. It was just swimming, but they were good. They were good.
So
that was
like,
it.
but like I relate swimming with just like awful exercising. Like what? Like why do you guys just like jump into the pool and
Yeah.
just swim?
I ask myself that every morning and every afternoon.
Every morning at what time too?
We get in at 5:15.
Yeah, dude. Screw that.
That's rough.
Absolutely not.
It's a love-hate relationship.
It is. I don't know. I think that I like it because it keeps me in shape for softball.
Ooh, okay.
It
that's
does
yeah.
keep me like very in shape. I will say that.
Yeah. What's your go-to? Like, I guess.
What's your like go-to stroke?
Yeah, stroke. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's yeah. My
Brush,
mom's gonna be so mad at me. I should know that.
breaststroke.
Breaststroke.
Is your
okay.
mom a swim fan?
My mom swam in college.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah,
That's fun.
yeah. What about you?
I'm backstroke.
Backstroke. Okay.
Only back.
She's really good.
Really?
Yeah.
Is there like what do you guys do like distance wise? Like what is it that your coach signs you up for? Is it all the same?
There's different
Yeah.
distances. I do like 100 backstroke and 2 backstroke.
Okay.
I do 100 and 200 breaststroke.
Okay. And is that like a lot like after like a meet? Like is it just your body is just probably just ugh, like you just exhausted?
Yeah.
Cuz like
Especially after all the practices.
yeah, because like I look at water and it's like I love the water. Like I'm a big beach guy. Like I'd rather go to the beach than like go skiing. Like I love the water. I used to swim when I was a little kid because of my mom, but I can't imagine like what it's like actually swimming in college for like your, for your job, I guess. Not your job, but like that's why you're here.
So like as I said, like I never had a swim team in my high school, but like the church youth group I went to, like there was swimmers that went to a different high school. They complained about like puking. Like, you guys puke in the pool?
Not in the pool.
Ew.
Because then we would all have to get out. I mean, maybe someone should do it, but then we'd all have to get out of the pool.
I puked mid-practice this morning. I got out.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
I didn't even know that.
Ugh.
Yeah.
Oh,
I went
Ugh.
to the bathroom.
Is that just like a regular occurrence?
Sometimes.
I mean, I've done it one time this season already. Like mid-practice, you go to the locker room, you take care of your business, and come back out.
That's wild.
Interesting. See, like on the football field, like they just like I told you for camp, second day of camp, I was just not feeling it. I got punched in the stomach, walked over to the bench, threw up, went back to working out. So like that, but I didn't walk to the bathroom. I just kind of did it on the field.
We weren't gonna do it in the pool.
Well, of course not. But
You'd have to
now, if you guys went out of practice,
yeah.
No.
that's an idea. You're welcome. That's
I should have taken one for the team this morning.
that's an idea.
Yeah. Stop.
Our coach doesn't need to hear that. No.
Yeah. So we'll break into the season a little bit. So you
Yeah.
guys are 1-2 so far. My first question is, so the first one was at Lindsey Wilson, the Fall Frenzy. So you guys swam once on Friday, and then you guys swam 2 sessions on Saturday. Are you guys swimming? Would the two of you swim in every single session, or you just do one of the sessions?
I think the full weekend I swam 8 events total.
Oh wow!
And so it just depends, on how many relays you're in and stuff. But
Friday night, I had a
Wow.
lot. I had 4 events Friday night, and then Saturday they were split up a little bit better. But Friday night was definitely my heavy session. But it's kind of just based on how the host team basically lays out the events.
That's wild. Yeah, because it's it says the Lindsey Wilson one was 3, but then your last 2 meets were.
It was actually 1 meet. The next meet is 1 altogether.
Okay, see, because
It's a
on the
tri
website it
meet.
says at Davenport and then at
Oh, yeah.
Hillsdale.
Yeah, I saw
Okay.
that when I was looking at our schedule, but it was all 1 meet.
Where was it at?
Hillsdale.
Oh, it was.
Yeah.
Okay, gotcha.
So it was still a Friday and Saturday thing.
just one
No.
day.
just
Oh,
one
so you
day?
just did everything on Saturday.
Ooh,
Yeah.
wow.
It
So-
was NCAA lineup 13
Yeah.
events. So we only swam. I swam 3 events.
Yeah.
Okay, because isn't
Wow.
Davenport Division 3 or 2?
2.
They're both Division
Oh,
two.
Hillsdale is? Okay.
They're both very good Division II schools.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, you guys
Swimming.
held.
You did well. 87, 153, and 95,
Yeah.
123. I guess we don't know how the points work. How does the
Yeah.
points work?
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, it
Ah,
depends.
nice.
In the kind of here's an example. Okay, so first place can get 20 points. Second place will get 19. Third place
Okay.
will get 18. And it basically goes into that. And then relays, if you get first, you get 40. But it changes based on the meet.
No. So when it comes with relays, is it pretty much you always just swim 100 and the next person goes? Is there 2-person relays, 3-person? How many?
All relays are 4 people.
Okay.
Dude, all right.
I
come on.
didn't know.
It's basically
We had the track team on.
Yeah, it's basically track in the water.
It's just
Okay.
track. Yeah.
Eli and Steven are going to kill you.
Yeah. Maybe, I don't know. So do you guys have a swim home meet this year?
Yeah,
We do
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yeah, 1 or 2.
It doesn't show. Oh.
We have 2.
2? Okay,
This
yeah. I
Saturday.
did notice
At
that.
2 p.m.
At
you
2
should come.
p.m. Oh,
Yeah.
dang it. You can go.
Yeah, you should
Huh?
really be
You
there.
should go.
No, I won't be.
Wow.
So, but
Wow.
maybe, I don't know. Maybe
can't
I might
go,
show
so-
up. Is Peyton
Yeah,
going
you
to be
would-
there?
No,
No,
Peyton will be with
keep
us. Peyton is the.
Then I'm not going to go.
Peyton gives us the
Yeah,
signs.
Peyton's
Peyton
a
stands there with his
96
red hat,
Irish.
orange hat.
I've
Yeah.
tried to understand him. I don't.
No,
Yeah,
I just make fun
that's-
of him all
yeah.
day.
Trust me, I
Um,
understand 2 things he used. I only have to pay attention to 3 things he gives us, and the rest it's just we mock him at the because it's all of his roommates. So it's Micah, Ben, and then me, and then all of us just are we'll stare at him. He'll give the signs we don't. We're and then just all the coaches are staring at us what are you guys doing? But it's just mocking Peyton. It's fun. Peyton
Yeah.
hates it for us though.
So back to these two.
Back to swimming.
So
Swimming, why we're here.
yeah.
so swimming does seem obviously a little bit of an interesting sport to get started into. So
Yeah.
who maybe introduced that to you guys at a young age to just get into the water and start swimming?
I didn't start swimming till freshman year of high school.
Oh really?
Yeah, I was a late start. I played soccer for a really long time, and then just health things got me into swimming because it's good for your body,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and your joints. But yeah, freshman year of high school.
Wow.
Well, I started when I was 4 years old. On the other hand, my mom's dad swam in, I don't know if it was college or just, I know he went to Olympic trials maybe.
Oh sweet.
I don't know. He was good. And they had a pool, and I didn't really know how to swim in it because it was deep. And so my mom told me I had to go to swim lessons. And then at the swim lessons, they told me I was really good and I should go to the club. So then I did that, and I never stopped doing it.
Never stopped.
Sweet.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild. So did you guys ever dive either, or you guys just straight swim?
All swimming.
I can barely dive off a block. I was that's scary.
Hey, that's why you do backstroke.
That's why I do backstroke.
Yeah, so you start in the pool with backstroke,
Yeah.
correct? Okay,
Like
I gotta refresh my memory. So, and then wait, what did you say you do again?
Breaststroke.
And you start off the diving block, right? For that,
How
I feel
is
like
that
breaststroke's
motion?
gotta,
What is that
yeah,
motion? What
breaststroke's
is
gotta be
this?
the
That's
hardest.
butterfly.
Yeah.
What you're doing right
That's
now.
butterfly. That's what Michael Phelps did.
Yeah.
Yeah, the goat.
So what's breaststroke then?
Breaststroke is the where you look like
It's
a
kind-
frog.
Yeah, the frog
Yeah,
kind
the
of thing.
frog.
They
That's
tell
what my
you-
swim coach
yeah,
always told
They tell
me.
you it's a frog when you're little.
So is there a possibility, like, let's say, like, you were doing the breaststroke and, like, maybe you were doing it maybe a little bit wrong? Like, can you get kicked out?
You can get DQ'd.
Yeah, that's what I meant, like DQ.
Really?
Yeah. So actually, at Lindsey Wilson last year, I got DQ'd in breaststroke
Wow.
because
That sucks too.
I know
This
it was
freshman
my first
year.
college
Oh,
meet. I know it was so bad.
I
I got
remember
DQ'd
this.
twice. Once in my individual event, and then I DQ'd a relay because I false
Wow.
started. So I
So
left
you ruined it for all four?
all four.
The three others?
you
Oh
said
yeah,
relay.
yeah. I ruined it for all of us.
That's
I
rough.
basically so
Freshman
you
year.
can't leave until they touch the block, but I left early,
Oh.
so got DQ'd on that. But my other one, I was going like this, and then I went like this. You're not supposed to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that was
do
a
you,
good meet.
do you do relays for backstroke?
Yeah. At that same meet, I disqualified a relay too.
So how
Ah.
We still won.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
does so how does that work? Like with like since they start on the block when they jump in when the next person hits the wall, how do
Oh,
you
yeah.
like
Backstroke
start?
goes first, so it's like
Yeah.
and like a medley
Oh, so
relay.
it's not everyone does backstroke?
No.
Like,
Oh.
it goes backstroke,
no.
breaststroke,
Okay.
fly. and
You'll
then
have all
free.
4 strokes go.
So you have all
That's actually kind of
four in
cool.
the
So you
same
guys are doing
one.
backstroke.
So like
you
she'll go
touch it,
first,
and then
back, and then
like,
breaststroke
that's kind of
follows it,
sick.
and then butterfly, and then freestyle.
So
Okay.
you ruined it for her.
No,
I
I
don't know
don't
if-
think we were on the
Yeah.
same relay.
okay.
No, we just qualified 2 different relays. She did one, I did one.
I didn't.
Wow. And
like,
you guys
mess
still
it up.
won? Wow, that's a comeback of the century, I guess.
Yeah.
We're just that good.
Wow, that's insane. Speaking of you guys being really good, you guys started the same time, exact, like because of a women's, or because of the football team being created, the women's swim team got created. Obviously, you're a sophomore and you're a junior, so you guys weren't a part of that. But there was a girl in the comm department who I knew, Linnea Holmgren.
Oh, yeah.
She was a part of that not first 50 because that's football, but like the first grouping of girls. But like, how has that been? I guess not really much for you because you've kind of come in, it's kind of established a little bit, but like for you being a junior and like kind of coming in with like those first group of girls were like graduating. How was that kind of like?
It was hard kind of like at the beginning because like there wasn't a bunch of them to
Yeah.
be like upperclassmen. Like my class was like the biggest one that they've had. Like our
Yeah.
graduating will be the biggest one yet. And so like, I don't know, not having a whole bunch of like leaders.
Yeah.
They were all like really good, but it was different. It was different because it was smaller and it's grown every year, but I think
Yeah.
it's been good.
Yeah, definitely. And like for you, when it like obviously coming in last year, and was it a factor, the fact that it was kind of not a newer, but it was probably 5 years old at that 4 years old at that point?
5.
5, yeah. So like, was there any not hesitation, but was there like it's a 5-year program, or you didn't even like think about that?
I mean, I didn't think about that when I was coming here, because when I was coming here, there was still like the old coach and like, because I came like committed very early because of softball. But
okay.
I don't know. I came with the old coach, and the program was like 2-3 years old when I
Yeah.
was like on my visits and such. But I think it was weird with like the home meets, like because my high school is super big, and every meet was at my high school.
Oh, okay.
And then we come here and we have like 1 meet or 2 meets
Yeah.
at home, and we just travel everywhere else. So I think that was weird because of how small the pool is. Not that it's like, not that
Yeah,
I'm
I
not
know- I know
grateful
what you
for
mean,
it,
yeah.
but it's just very small compared to what I'm used to, I guess.
Yeah.
What high school did you go to?
Noblesville.
Oh, okay.
You might know my roommate. I'll ask you afterwards.
Okay.
So, but no, go back to like last year. So you guys, what was like your high peak like for your placement last year? Do you know, like in the nation?
Like as
5 or 6.
at nationals, I think we were 7th coming out.
Yeah.
That
Okay.
when you finished nationals?
Yeah.
I think.
And then like rankings after, it was 6th. I don't know
Sixth.
how that worked.
Yeah, don't quote me on that. I don't know.
Yeah.
So
I know it
Quote
switched
it.
from it
Quote it.
switched from like what the team placed at nationals to postseason rankings.
Oh.
So I don't know how that worked, but I
Gotcha,
know it
gotcha.
switched.
How was nationals? That's got to be fun because it's at
It's 4 days.
yeah. Where is it at again?
It was in Columbus, Georgia.
Okay, so
Like
that's probably
12
pretty cool, huh?
hours. Yeah, it was cool.
Yeah.
Except for we didn't get to fly. If it was 30 minutes
Ooh.
further, we would be able to fly.
What?
But
Really?
yeah,
How
So we
far of a
drove.
drive is that?
It was like 12
12 hours.
hours.
Oh,
Dang.
yeah.
absolutely.
I actually
not.
decided to go to Florida with the softball team.
Yeah,
so
she wasn't there.
I was not there. That's why I cannot answer these questions. I was not there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, but
Priorities.
so with it being like a 4-day event, like were you still doing something every day?
So I think I swam like one individual each day, but like when you get to those meets, you swim in the morning and then you qualify in the morning to swim at night for finals. So I was probably swimming like 3 events each day
Okay.
throughout the 4 days.
So by the time you get to nationals, like you have to do qualifying matches to keep going.
Yeah, once you get to conference, you have to get a qualifying time to swim at nationals or be like on a relay. And then that's how you get there
Very
through
interesting.
that. Yeah, it's like
You get,
times
like,
and stuff.
Bonus events in a
Yeah,
sense.
if
Like
you
if
have,
you
like, a
qualify
B
for
cut.
one, like there's A and B cuts. If you qualify for like an A and you have 2 B cuts, you can get like all 3 of them
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
because they're like bonus events.
Interesting.
gotcha.
So being on the swim team, I'm trying to think of like maybe a funny question.
Yeah.
Did you guys like do anything like funny like at the beginning of the season to like get like your freshmen engaged in like with the team program?
The only thing I thought of when you said funny was our Christmas training. We tread water for 2 hours,
Oh.
or even it might be longer
It
than
was
that.
2 hours. We watch a movie.
Yeah, so we watch a movie. They have a projector on the wall, and we literally tread water with our hands up for 2 hours.
What?
Like
That's
with
like-
we have to kick with our
That's
feet,
like Coast Guard stuff.
Yeah.
and we just watch the movie.
What
And
movie?
My
Uh,
freshman year, it was Elf. I never want to see it again.
And last year was McFarlane USA,
That's gotta just
Don't
ruin
want
the
to see
movies
that one
for
again
you.
either.
It's just ruined the movie for
Yeah.
you.
and it's
yeah.
like pitch black, not pitch black, but it's all the lights are off.
Yeah.
And she's like, "Get your hands out of the water."
It's like I'm trying to
Yeah.
watch this movie and you guys are yelling at me.
Yeah.
That would
That's
be
gotta
rough.
hurt.
I mean, it's fun, but at the same time, it's very hard.
It's
Yeah.
better
I
than a
know.
practice.
Yeah, definitely.
It's better than
yeah.
a practice.
Okay, so I want to because like you said earlier, swimming is very good on your joints.
Mhm.
But then there's obviously it's a sport, so obviously you feel exhausted and like pain. But like where football practice, it's like you get bumps and bruises and like your legs will hurt you from like O-line like blocking and stuff. But like what for you guys, like when you leave a practice or like you leave a meet, you're just like obviously you're using your arms, you're using your upper body a lot, your legs, but what hurts the most?
My thighs,
Really?
because of breaststroke.
Okay, yeah. that
Breaststroke
makes
kick
sense.
is very, like, I don't know how to
It's hard
describe
on
it.
your knees.
It's
Yeah.
very hard on your knees. In high school, I had knee surgery, so my knees have always been a little iffy,
Oh,
and I still do backstroke.
Was it
or
'cause of-
breaststroke now?
was it because of or
Yeah,
it was because
because I'm also a catcher, so breaststroke and catching,
Ooh,
it just
that's-
wasn't.
Oh,
It was not
Mm.
a good combination,
No.
but
yeah.
I'm still doing both of those. But last year I had a back injury, and I didn't really swim for 2 months. So that was, I don't know if it was because of swimming. I don't know what it was from, but
Yeah,
that's what hurt all last year. But
Yeah.
it's
Interesting.
usually my legs from kicking.
gotcha.
For me, it's just my back pretty much from
Okay.
backstroke. Doing it all the time, but my mic on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just gotta talk a little bit louder.
Yeah, no.
Oh. Okay. Yeah. No, it's like a weird pain. Like it's like sore, but it's not like you said, like you don't get bumps and bruises. It's just like you just feel like exhausted, like your entire body.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
Yeah,
don't know how to describe
especially
it.
since you guys do it early in the morning. Like I'd feel like I'd just be
You're
like,
like not awake.
like going throughout the day. Like you
Yeah.
probably go to Perry's class after chapel and you're like, I don't want to be here at all.
It's definitely something that, like, when I take off like a week or something, it's something when you get back into, you work literally every muscle in your body, like muscles you didn't even know you had.
Yeah,
You're working it and they're so sore. It's just like every muscle in your body is getting worked on. Like it's unreal.
Mhm.
So do you also have a practice in the afternoon, or you just do one practice in the morning?
Mornings is new this year because of the men's team. Because we have to share the pool with them. And
Okay.
so instead of
Ooh.
making them swim every single day in the morning, we had to split it. Because last
Yeah.
year we were like in the afternoons we swam, and then in the mornings we lifted. So now on Tuesdays and Thursdays we swim in the morning and lift in the afternoon. And the boys swim in the afternoon on those days.
Freaking bowling.
Dang.
It's
I
bowling's
know.
fault. Bowling made them have a men's swim team. Now the
That's
girls.
kind of true.
We need a men's swim team. Come on.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
100%. Yeah.
Yeah, 100%.
It'll help.
We only had one guy swim though. At
Really?
the past 2 meets.
Oh, really?
Wait, why?
This is the first year, and they
Yeah.
only have
I think it was 5 guys.
5 guys,
Yeah.
and there's something like eligibility.
Yeah.
It's only one guy swimming.
No wonder they come in like last.
Yeah,
place
no
every
wonder.
time.
Yeah, if you look
It's
at
just
those
the one
points,
guy.
that's all his points.
No
That makes so
way.
much sense
Yeah,
now.
because we were like the men's team not off to a hot start this
Yeah, like
year.
I thought like I thought like
it's
they were
like a
swimming every
100
single
point
guy.
gap.
No, it's literally all one guy.
Oh, that is really
Okay.
impressive. Okay, now we're
That
gonna
makes
come
a lot
at it
more
with a
sense.
completely different
Yeah.
aspect.
This one guy killed it.
Dude,
Yeah.
good job, one guy.
Good job, one guy. But no, you guys said is the new coach just this year? Is he new or was he last year?
The girl coach or the
There's two different coaches,
Your
yeah.
guys' coach is you guys coach new this year?
She came in my year. Like she was the assistant coach, and I signed with the old coach.
Mhm.
And then going into my freshman year, like the summer before, she was like, "Yeah, I'm stepping down. Like I'm not coaching anymore." And the assistant coach, which is now the coach now, is the head coach.
Yeah. Were you a little scared?
I was at first, but I'm glad it's like this. I like her a lot. I
Yeah.
think she's a good fit.
Yeah. Where did the other coach go? Is she still here?
She
or?
has like 7 children.
Oh.
Yeah, I did know that.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I think she's having another, so I think it was just that.
Oh.
Yeah, that's a good
Yeah.
reason to.
Yeah.
But the
Yeah.
coach we have now has been like a coach on the staff since
Yeah,
the beginning,
exactly.
So.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is really
So
nice.
it wasn't a huge transition.
Yeah, and you probably knew her when you were coming in, so yeah. But like you said, you were getting when you came in your visits for softball,
Yeah.
you knew the old coach, but you didn't sign with the old coach.
So I actually went on all like my visits and practices with her class. Like people on the team thought I was with her class because I was going so early.
Yeah,
Because softball recruits so early. But the old coach, basically that's who I verbally committed to.
got it.
Yeah. And when she texted me that she wasn't coming or she wasn't coaching anymore. Well, at first she just texted me and said, "Hey, can I call you?" And I was like, "Oh no, I'm
Yeah.
nervous." But it was fine.
You're like, I'm either getting my offer pulled or
I know.
you're quitting.
Yeah.
Yeah, that
It was
sucks.
after one of my bad meets too. I was like, she did not watch that.
Oh no! Oh, that would. I'd be like on eggs. I'd be like, or eggshells. I'd be like, oh gosh.
So do you guys like have like any swimmers that you kind of like look up to? Maybe,
Yeah.
maybe not.
Like Ledecky?
professional?
Yeah, like Katie
I
Ledecky or
I really like Missy Franklin.
Okay,
She's an
is she a
Olympic
big?
backstroker?
Okay,
yeah.
yeah.
Definitely
Olympian.
Katie. Yeah.
She is okay. Gotcha. Is she like around like our age or? Because I know Katie Ledecky is like 25 or something like that.
she was like 16 when she started.
or 16, yeah, which
Oh,
is
No,
wild.
she's not 16 now.
Well,
Not
yeah, no,
anymore.
no,
When
I
she
know,
started,
yeah, I
when
know
she
that,
started.
yeah.
That'd be
She's
even
like
more insane.
mid 20s, I think.
Wow,
Oh.
that is wild. Like these professional swimmers are like
Yeah,
25, like
In their
in the
prime.
Olympics in their prime.
yeah. You look
That's
up
pretty
any
crazy.
to
What
anybody?
about you? Any
Mine
breaststrokers?
would be Rebecca Sony. She retired probably when I was like 10 or 12, around there.
Okay,
But she's who I watched all growing up. But yeah, she's a breaststroker as well.
and your mom, of course, you know,
My mom.
or your dad, or your grandfather.
Yes.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
Mom was
your mom's
definitely not a
dad.
swimmer.
Yeah.
Yeah. So do you guys who would you guys say on your team is probably like the best overall swimmer?
Olivia.
Oh,
Olivia, what about you?
Who do I think?
yeah.
Yeah.
Herself.
No.
I would say Olivia or Erica.
Yeah, Erica's really good.
Okay, what does she do?
Distance.
Like a long distance. Like
Okay.
mile.
And
and
it's
stuff.
like freestyle.
Oh, so
Yeah.
she's
or-
crazy.
4
Yeah.
a.m.
Okay.
She
Yeah.
literally can give 120% in distance and act like she's sprinting it and won't even be phased when it's over. It's crazy.
That's wild.
Whoa,
Dude, sick.
Sick.
that is wild.
Yeah.
I would
That's-
say Erica and Olivia. Olivia was really good at backstroke.
Yeah. So last
Subtle
question.
flex, subtle flex.
Yeah.
Last question. If you guys, because Peyton has really wanted me to start getting into swimming.
Yeah,
should.
Peyton,
What would
Peyton's
what
gonna
would
be my
be
swim
what would
coach
what would
after
be
football
your
season.
guys' incentive to start getting to have me start swimming?
I
Dude,
don't
it's
know.
good in your joints. She
You should
literally
go
said
swim
it.
with Peyton. I write his practices for him.
You do?
Yeah,
Did he
I
used to
do.
swim?
I'm gonna have to ask you.
I don't
want
want to puke though.
It'll be fine.
Okay.
Did he used to swim?
No, he's just
No,
swimming.
he's just
Oh.
started.
Dude, do
doing
you
it.
see Peyton now? Why would
This
you
is
not?
your
Why would you
incentive.
not want to swim?
I took Peyton's progress pictures for him a couple weeks ago.
I know, dude.
You can
Yeah.
eat anything you want.
I know that is the plus. You can literally eat anything and
Really?
you burn it
so
off.
many calories. You can eat whatever.
Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
I'm
you know,
totally gonna start swimming after this season, just to like, since I'm graduating, just like cut all that like O-line
Yeah.
weight.
It's something
that's
you can do
genius.
till you're so old too. Like when I swim in the summer, I'll like go to LA Fitness sometimes, and there'll be like an 80-year-old next to me.
Yeah,
Like it's something you can do forever too.
yeah, because well,
Yeah, but
like
see,
even
that's
like,
also my problem. Back at home, I don't have anything.
okay, dude, suck it up.
You have like a public pool or something?
Yeah,
Do you have a pond?
What?
Just kidding. Don't
I'm not
swim
swimming
in
in
No,
that.
I'm not gonna swim. The closest thing would be Lake Wawasee,
oh,
which is a giant lake, like 15 minutes away from me.
dude,
You could do open
yeah.
water swimming.
Yeah, you can practice like marathons.
You know how
Intense.
many,
Or
you know how many
triathlons. Yeah.
boats are going through there?
a lot.
Yeah, but
lot,
that's why you swim
yeah.
like right near the.
Yeah.
That's
Whatever.
true.
Or you could go like you could do like what they did, like tread the water, just stand there for and put on a movie, or like put on your favorite playlist,
Put on a movie.
Donovan, on a boat.
On the lake.
Yeah, just your favorite
lake.
playlist and just tread
Yeah.
water for however long the playlist is.
and wave to all the Amish people passing by.
Yep, on their
Where
tiny
do you
green
live?
boats.
I'm from Goshen.
Oh, okay.
Oh, Goshen.
I don't know where that is.
Yeah, I don't either.
Goshen
Yeah.
College.
She's from
I'm
Ohio.
from Ohio.
Oh,
yeah.
okay, gotcha.
This is where Goshen College is,
Yeah.
northern Indiana. Yeah.
So why IWU?
Why
Final
Iowa?
question. Final.
Yeah,
my
why-
final
why
question.
IWU?
Yeah, of course. Why IWU?
My brother went to a Christian school in Ohio, and I was just looking and like talking to coaches, and then I came here and just fell in love with it. I don't know, the atmosphere.
Yeah.
Yeah, I kind of started late on like looking at colleges and wasn't really sure what I wanted to do,
Mhm.
but came here and canceled all my other visits.
Sick. That's
Oh.
awesome.
Yeah.
That's so cool.
All
What
right.
about you? Yeah,
Oh,
Donovan.
I'm
chill.
sorry.
We
I'm
got-
sorry. Dude, I thought like your last
You
one was just her.
suck.
I'm sorry.
Abby, what about you?
Well, I don't really know. I feel like I have a different answer to this question every time. Like sometimes it's like, oh, they're letting me do 2 sports.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I really liked a small class size. I think that was a big thing for me. I was not a Christian before I came here, so that really didn't play a huge aspect in it, but it does now
Yeah.
that I'm here. But yeah,
Definitely helps with your softball coach. I
Yeah.
love him.
me too.
Coach Babs. He's the
He's
best.
awesome.
Yeah. That's
All right.
awesome.
Well, that will wrap it up. Thank you
Yeah.
guys so much for
Appreciate
wanting to
it,
be a part of
appreciate
this. Let's see. You guys will swim in. Hold on. I went to the year before to look at.
I got it pulled
like,
up
your
right here.
guys'
Okay, so you
schedule.
guys
The
are
countdown
at Aquinas College.
No, at
Yep.
home.
Or
They're
at
here.
home.
Home.
You're at home against Aquinas College, October 15th,
Saturday.
Saturday, starting at 2:00. You got Abby doing breaststroke. You got Olivia doing backstroke.
Oh yeah.
Any
Yeah.
relay? Is there a relay every meet, right?
yeah.
Okay.
There's multiple.
Multiple.
But we
Catch
don't know
them-
what we're
Yeah,
swimming
catch
yet.
them doing relays, not DQing.
Are you guys in the same relay or different?
Dude, they just said that.
Sometimes.
I mean, we
They
don't
ju-
know yet.
they don't
It
know
literally
yet.
switches
Oh,
every
really?
meet.
Okay, so
They
you guys
show-
have been.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah,
Oh.
before,
Yeah, that's what.
but
Yeah.
not every time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I feel like your coach would want to keep it. Like if it's successful grouping, like, or you can't. Can you?
You can, but I
Okay.
think she wants to, especially with, we have a lot of freshmen.
Oh,
so
okay.
like seeing where everyone fits.
Got it.
kind
Got
of.
it. Yeah.
So we've only
That
had
makes
2
sense.
meets.
Yeah. Oh,
That's embarrassing. Sorry.
Abby's alarm went off, everyone. If for all the
Yeah.
listeners.
yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
All right. Well, I think that alarm is for good timing.
Yeah, I
too.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
See
So
you guys.
me and Owen are going. So please get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. So me and Owen are gonna send it over to our
Preview.
preview. Thank you guys so much for being on the
Yes.
podcast, taking your time out of your guys' day. Owen, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
All right. Let's go.
That was a great interview, Donovan. I had
was.
a great time. I had a really good time. It was fun. Finally got the women's swim team on. Finally cleared up our beef with the softball team because Abby's a 2-sport athlete.
You
Thank
know-
you, Abby, for that.
But let's be honest. I
Yeah.
think that's only half the beef.
Okay, Donovan, chill
You
out.
know?
All right, you're the email guy. You can get more mad than I do. Anyways, we got the preview coming up now. So going into women's cross country, they don't have really anything going on until October 22nd. It is a Saturday at 10 a.m. They will be at the NAIA Great Lakes Challenge at in Grand Rapids, Michigan. Now going on to women's golf, they will be at TPC Deer Run next Monday and Tuesday, October 17th and 18th.
Today.
Not today. I met with Sydney today, so I do know that it's not today. So next Monday and Tuesday, rounds 1 and 2 will obviously be on Monday, so 36 holes in a day. And then Tuesday will be round 3. That is over in Silvis, Illinois. Now going on to women's soccer, they have 2 games this week. One on Wednesday, October 12th at 7 versus Huntington, right here in good old Marion, Indiana. And then on October 15th, this Saturday, they will be taking on the number 3 ranked Spring Arbor University at Spring Arbor. So Donovan, the top dogs of their conference. Oh, by the way, it's at 7. And like I said, it's at Spring Arbor. So anyways, kind of, I guess, going deeper into that, the girls, they're ranked, like we said, they're still ranked 10th, when we had them on. And remember, Mallory did say there is that beef because Spring Arbor's coach is on the
top 25 poll.
Yeah, and he's on the top 24, or she, I don't know, is on the top 25 poll. So, there is a little bit of, they don't know. There's obviously speculation from Mallory and Sarah, so we don't know truly.
And also, the one girl from Spring Arbor that was also named All-American, kind of gave Mallory the cold shoulder at the All-American ceremony.
Hey, at the end of the day, screw them. But yeah, no. So number 3 Spring Arbor. So number 10 at number 3. Battle of the top dogs of the conference. Well, actually, Marion is top dog. Yeah, they're number 2. But anyways, so Huntington, I don't want to jinx it, so knock on wood here. Let me pull my mic down for all the audio listeners. That was a knock on wood, but hopefully they beat Huntington University, so they will be going into this game against number 3 with a record of 12-0-1. So they will not have a blemish on their loss. And hopefully they come out on top, the top dogs, and they win it all going into our next epi when we bring up their games against St. Francis, Grace, and Marion. Going into the ladies of the hour, we got women's swimming. They will be in their first home meet of the year, their first out of 2. They will be going against Aquinas College of Michigan. This Saturday, October 15th at 2 here in the Devois Natatorium.
That's what we actually called ours?
Devois, D-E-V-O-E.
That could be, listen, it could be Devois.
Devois or Devoy.
I'm going to go Midwestern Devoy.
Devoy, okay.
I'm going to say that.
At the Devois Natatorium. Sorry, I'm offending someone. But anyways.
I don't think you are.
Yeah, probably not. Whoever Devois is probably isn't listening.
Yeah, probably
or they're dead. Now going on to women's volleyball. I'm not wrong.
You're very true. You're very true.
Now going to volleyball, they have 3 games coming up in our time span of the break in between this epi and the next one.
Yeah.
They have October 12th, Wednesday at 6 p.m. They will be at Goshen College of Indiana. Donovan, the Goshen, the Maple Leafs. Is that what they're called?
Maple
Leafs.
Yeah, that's kind of a dumb mascot.
Over at the Ruth Gunden Gym.
It's actually, as much as we are, let's just be honest, we're much better than them at sports. I did grow up playing in that gym at basketball tournaments. It is a very nice gym.
Yeah, definitely. Now going on to October 14th, Friday at 7, they will be at home. Yeah, over in Lucky. They will be going against the St. Xavier University. I think they're Cougars. Yeah, the Cougars or the Panthers. I don't know.
I'm gonna go with Cougs.
Let's look. Yep, Cougars. Yep,
yeah.
They're the Cougars. They will be obviously, like I said, here in Lucky Arena. St. X is receiving votes, so another, not ranked, but up there at least. Receiving votes, I think, means you're in the top 30. You're 25 through 30.
You're right on the cusp.
Yeah, so another good opponent to go against. They've not to
they've lost their
not to beat a dead horse. Yeah, beat a dead horse, but they have taken some L's to some ranked opponents this year. So hopefully they can, turn this around with, 2, so on October 15th, Saturday at 1, they'll be going against Trinity Christian College of Illinois, who is not ranked. So, hopefully besides that receiving votes game, they can get themselves back on track. I mean, they did for the most part. They September 30th, they won like we said earlier. October 1st, they lost 2-3 to Mount Vernon. But then on October 5th, they won 3-1. So, I mean, they've won 2 of the last 3. Hopefully they can go 3 for 3 here.
Yeah.
Which will make them 5 of their last 6.
Yeah.
But Donovan, that's all for me for the women's sports. What? How about you hit me with the men's?
Just to add one last women's sports, just because my head's in the headspace of tennis. They'll be going down to the ITA Nationals this upcoming week.
Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. We didn't have women's tennis on the rundown.
Yeah,
and so
because
I
they
completely that is on me. I'm
that's
so
fine.
sorry.
That's
yeah,
fine.
Yeah. Thank you for checking me.
But yeah, so they'll have for women's tennis. They'll have it starts this Thursday.
There's only 2 girls, right?
It's only 2 girls.
Yeah.
They both they were partners for doubles, and then one of those girls also won the singles bracket. So she will kind of be playing like double time.
Yeah.
And then both of them will be playing for doubles. And so I'll start there. Men's tennis, Isaac and Trey, who we had on, they'll be playing in the doubles down in Georgia. Which I so wish Trey still had that mustache. But
I'm glad he shaved it.
I kind of wish he still had it.
Anyways.
So next I'll move to men's swim and dive, and let me just.
Dude, like we said,
it was very nice understanding now why like
know.
the points were so different.
Yeah.
Because like I remember like it was like the Lindsey Wilson one. It was like the team in first had like 1,500.
Yeah.
And we had 23. I was like,
yeah.
What?
Dude, hey, look, that picture for everyone who no one can see it. There's a picture on the homepage
what do you think
of swimming. It's just one IWU player or a swimmer, and he is, now that we've learned, he is the only guy. And then look, he's sandwiched in between 2 Bethel College swimmers.
Ugh.
So like, think about it. You're the only guy in your team swimming, and then you got 3 dudes on blocks lined up across from you from the same college.
I mean, that's gotta be a little intimidating, but it's also kind of crazy.
Like in the last one, like you said, they lost 18 to 160. No, Donovan, he lost 18 to 160.
Yeah, he did.
He lost 18 to 160.
He did it all.
Yeah.
So they will be having their same day, like the Aquinas College meet, just like the women's. It'll be here at the Devois. You know what? I think that E at the end.
Can we just say Devois for fun?
We'll say Devois for fun, but the E's really throwing me off there at the end.
It's like Devois.
Yeah, it's like Devois. Like Danny DeVito.
Devois.
So next I'll move on to...
Oh, dude, Devois. That's the Madagascar secret agent lady. Right? Officer Devois.
Oh, yeah.
It is. I don't know why.
It could be. Yeah.
Officer Devois.
And then the scene of her, like...
on her
dodging
moped.
the bananas and they're like slicing the banana in half. Or like the moped scene and she's just like going straight. No, she's running and she's going straight through the walls.
You know, like I was rooting for like, good old Chris Rock and as the zebra the whole time. Yeah. But that was kind of sick.
That was kind of hard.
Yeah. Off the Madagascar rant.
Off the Madagascar rant.
Welcome to the Wildcat Week rundown. We're talking about Madagascar.
Yeah. And so then next I'll take you guys into men's soccer. Men's soccer has the exact same schedule as the women's, just flip-flop places. So they'll be at Huntington University on Wednesday. Then they will have a home meet on Saturday against Spring home match.
On the pitch?
On the pitch on the IWU soccer field. Against Spring Arbor University, Michigan. Neither of those teams are ranked. There's only 2 teams that are ranked in the Crossroads League for men's soccer. That's Bethel University, who's number 12, and then also Grace College, who is ranked number 8. And us, yes. Yeah. I completely forgot about that.
Where are we ranked right now?
24th.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah. So moving on from there, we will go on to the last portion, which is the football team.
Yep.
You guys will be playing against Lawrence Tech up in Southfield, Michigan.
Freaking Blue Devils.
The Blue Devils. So Lawrence Tech is on paper you guys should win. But honestly, like in my head, you guys in these next 3 weeks, like you still need to come out and take care of business. Just because these 3 schools don't have a number beside their name doesn't mean that they can't play.
Well, dude, like yes, especially this game, and I know if the coaches see this, they're gonna kill me because I'm looking ahead. But this game, Lawrence Tech always steps it up. Like I mean, I watched the game against Taylor at the beginning of the year, and I was like, dude, we should destroy this team. And then we play the middle of the season. So, I mean, they just gradually have gotten better. But at the same time, they always play up to us. They started their football program the same year we started ours.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I mean, literally everything's the exact same. Their quarterback is like in his 7th year or something like that, but he's a dog.
Yeah.
So, and I mean, we haven't lost to them. So, I mean, they're going to try. They're going to be that team that's like, oh, I was the top dogs of the conference. Let's go out and beat them. Yeah. And we're playing at their place too. So they don't want to get embarrassed at their place. But then, yeah, especially, dude, the St. Francis game, homecoming. I mean, dude, St. Francis, we won on a field goal last year. You know, we were having this amazing year with that one blemish on our record to Concordia. And we come out against a St. Francis team who, on paper, like you said, for the Lawrence Tech game, we should have just waxed. And we won on a game-winning field goal. We would have lost if it wasn't for a kid throwing the ball into the stands. Literally, they threw the ball in the stands. They got a personal foul call or unsportsmanlike conduct penalty applied on the kickoff. They kicked off from the 30-yard line. Juice took it back to like the 40. And we got, in 2 plays on a screen pass, we got all the way down to where Ben kicked that game-winning field goal.
Wow.
That's the only reason we won that game is because
That's wild.
So, I mean, if it wasn't for just idiocracy, we would have won. We would have lost, and we wouldn't have won conference. And so the fact, especially since we're 2-0 in conference, winning our conference is an auto bid. You know, we need to win. We need to win out, obviously, but these next 3 games, not to hate on Taylor or Madonna at all, but Lawrence Tech, St. Francis, and then Siena Heights. We're going to Siena Heights as well. That's another game. And where's Adrian? Adrian, Michigan. I mean, that's 3 games that, 1, weather is going to be obviously a factor, especially with the time of year we're in. 2, it's 3 teams that are going to want to beat the you-know-what out of us because we've embarrassed them in years before. We embarrassed them last year. Not really St. Francis. I mean, that was kind of embarrassing on our part. But St. Francis is going to be like, dang, we almost beat them last year, and they were really good. You know, we're even better this year. We could beat them. You know, all these conference teams are beating each other, and we're the only team that's been beaten. So, I mean, we have this, like, we had a target on our back for having these sick facilities and stuff and just being like, Iowa came out of nowhere. Dude, we have Coach Lang's talked about how big of a target we have on our back. I mean, it's massive right now, especially.
I think as someone who obviously sees it from the outside, you know, if I was at a school like a St. Francis or Siena Heights, I would have a huge target pointed right at you guys because because obviously you guys have had great success in the last couple years, being kind of within the top 10 margin, but mainly because, you know, you guys are going to come in here and be, you know, this 5-year deep program, and you're just kind of ruling the conference.
Yeah, at this point,
like it's
no one wants to see that, especially these teams that are established as St. Francis, Marion, Siena Heights. You know, no, totally. I agree with you.
I think that plays into the factor of it, and so like, you know, I don't want to like make the comparison, but it's almost like you guys are like, you know, the Alabama of the SEC, you know, or like the Alabama or Georgia of the SEC, where you guys are just there and everyone's like trying to, like, no matter what, they're always going to take
each game
a notch harder.
Like this weekend, Alabama's playing against Tennessee, and Tennessee's undefeated, and they're like, oh, if we beat Bama, like, we'll crack in it. And so it's the same thing with like all these other schools. It's like, like we may have 1 or 2 losses or like even 3, but a win against number 5, undefeated in our conference, top dog Indiana Wesleyan is going to affect us, could put us in the playoffs. You know, and also another thing is the fact that if we lose to these teams, we could play. No, we wouldn't get knocked. Well, if we lost to the next 3 games, but we could lose our outright conference championship. And like, sharing conference last year was cool. Like winning conference, that's all cool and all. But dude, to win it outright,
that'd be awesome.
That's pretty sick. You don't get these like everyone saying, oh, we were co-champs because, you know, Concordia lost to you guys, but then they lost to Marion and you guys beat Marion. I mean, like that whole, that's why we were all tied and we had the same record. We were all 9-1. But then like us, like this year, like if we finish at 9-1 with the only loss with a 7, right? No, we had three non-conference games. So set with a 7-0 conference win or record, dude, like that'd be sick.
Yeah.
Especially to go 7-0 in the MSFA East, which is by far the hardest conference in AI. I mean, like it's kind of stupid to compare us to the SEC because I mean, obviously it's the freaking SEC, so it's like they're insane. But it's almost as if, I guess, in that sense, like, you know, everyone's like, oh, the SEC West, Bama, Ole Miss, LSU, Auburn, I mean, A&M, Mississippi State. I think,
that's kind of crazy. You just
dude,
read all those off
well, because I grew up on SEC,
like
and then now it'll be,
West, I could do that.
yeah, and then now it'll probably be Texas. They'll probably put Texas in the SEC West coming next year. So I mean, you got all these just, dude, like consistently nationally ranked programs, and just like us. I mean, you go look at it. Siena Heights was ranked, Concordia was ranked, St. Francis was ranked, we were ranked, and Marion were all ranked in the top 25 at the beginning of the season.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, St. Francis, Siena Heights may not be ranked anymore, and Concordia may be receiving votes now, but, you know,
at one point
they were ranked. They were up there with the top dogs. Like, I mean, Concordia just beat Siena Heights this past weekend because in overtime. You know what I mean? So it's cool week in and week out, but like Coach T, our offensive coordinator, always jokes, he's like every Tuesday, he's like, this is the most important Tuesday in program history. And like we all joke around because we're like, dude, what? 5 weeks in a row? Oh my goodness. But like it's facts.
Yeah.
It really is.
It really is.
So
yeah. Well, that was a good talk on. Good pro football talk right there.
Hey, I got you right here.
Big NAI football talk right there.
Yeah, I just, come to me with everything. Dude, the freaking NAI guys, stupid. Come on. Like last week they said, what was it? They were like, I just want to see Marion getting 12 personnel and just run it all over Indiana Wesleyan's front four or like our D line. And I was like, and then guess what we found out? They don't have a 12 personnel.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they were like, we want to see 2 tight ends in there and just run the ball all over Indiana Wesleyan. They don't have 2 tight ends. It's like, dude, you guys say something.
Yeah.
Like, think about, like, look into what you're gonna say before you say. I was like, dude, come on.
Going into that last game when they were doing kind of like a little bit of a pre-show.
They were top scorers, I think.
They were number 2 in the nation.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. That's
they
wild.
had like outscored their opponents. Like some like 100 something to like less than like 50. It was something ridiculous, and I was like, "Dang, this is gonna be a tough one." And then we just come out and just dog their.
Yeah, I mean, hold up. I'm gonna go look at something real fast. I want to tell you why they were up there. So they started off the season against Madonna, 86-0. St. Francis of Illinois, 31-7. Missouri Baptist, 45-7. Taylor, 67-7. And no offense to any of these 4 teams, but they are garbage compared to us.
Yeah.
And so people are like, "Oh, dude, they were up there in the country with like they were second in the country for scoring." It's like, yeah, because they played freaking Madonna, St. Francis, Mobap, and Taylor in weeks 1 through 4.
Yeah.
And then, dude, St. Francis is receiving votes, by the way.
Oh, well,
so that adds on top of it. It says it on their
here.
website,
Yeah.
but then also it doesn't have Concordia ranked. So and Concordia should be receiving votes. But
That's
anyways,
funny.
So it's like, I mean, and I sound kind of like a D-bag, I guess, to just crap on those first 4 teams, because I mean St. Francis is pretty good in their own right, and Taylor's figuring stuff out, but over there in Upland, but
yeah. Well,
I mean, at the end of the day, it's just you got teams that in their own right could are good. Like, I mean, I don't want to crap on them, but I mean, at the end of the day, they don't hold up to us, you know? And so of course, you got these guys are just being idiots saying, "Oh, they're the second ranked best offense, and they're going to come in and do all this against little old Wesleyan." Well, guess what? We're not little anymore.
We're not little anymore. We're not those guys anymore.
No, we're not them anymore.
Yeah, I think it is pretty crazy just as the overall evolution of the football program of when we were freshmen. The biggest win in school history was when you guys beat Siena Heights, who was ranked 14th.
Our freshman year, that was sick.
Our freshman year, which was
and we didn't even make the playoffs that year either.
Didn't even make the playoffs. And we thought like, dude, like that's great. And then
COVID 2 and 3.
And COVID, but then just after that point, these past 2 seasons have just been
movies.
It's been marvelous,
It's been a movie.
So yeah, that's a movie, just like this podcast.
Just like the podcast, just like the Yankees in Game 1. Shout out to them, 4-1. We won.
Hey yo, congratulations to the Yankees.
Are up 1-0.
Mets are bums.
Mets are the bums.
The Mets, baby, the Mets.
The Mets. Like Jeter said, we didn't look at them as, anything special. We just looked at them like it was the Mets.
Like it was the Mets.
Never heard Jeter the GOAT.
Never knew he said that.
He said in that documentary he came out with.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I actually watched a little bit of that.
It was good.
I actually did really like it.
Yeah.
As someone who like
appreciates
doesn't
film.
really watch baseball, but like appreciates documentaries.
Yeah.
It was
it was
really
good.
well done.
Yeah, it was really well done. Okay. Anyway.
Also, one of my friends from back home got a personalized letter from Jeter when he was like 10.
Oh, that's sad.
Yeah, he just like wrote a letter and Jeter wrote him back. Anyway, so that will round out the show. So yes, that was season 2, episode 5.
Season 2, episode 5.
Ouch, that's a callus. And so next week will be episode 6. I've had people get on me about, oh, you should do us next.
Really?
So yes,
Dude,
I'll tell you about it afterwards after the show. So
Behind the
yeah,
scenes
we
details
will
of Owen
see
Donovan.
who we have on for next week. But for us this week, once again, have a great weekend as the podcast comes out on this Saturday.
Absolutely. And hopefully the podcast comes out right when we're catching big dubs in Southfield, Michigan.
It'll come out an hour before.
Yeah. And as our women's
swim
swim team is kicking butt at their home.
Yep, at the home meet.
Yep.
Who knows? Maybe I might even show up. I don't know. We'll see. No, actually, I can't. I have other stuff to do.
Yeah.
I have to broadcast other things. So yeah, that'll round out the show. Thank you guys so much for listening. We'll catch you guys on next episode, season 2, episode 6. Owen, the New York Yankees won.
Yep.
Peace
Deuces.
out.